Slipways is a relaxing and worryingly addictive strategy game about building a space empire. But it's not a grand strategy game like Stellaris or Endless Space, where finishing a game can take 50 hours. It strips these games down to their purest essence, letting you build a galaxy-spanning civilization in an hour or less. It's the perfect game for anyone who doesn't have the patience for grand strategy games but has always loved the idea of them. Start a new game and you emerge from a wormhole into an unexplored, randomized galaxy. All around you are circles representing discoverable objects, including planets that can be colonized. Launch probes from the wormhole and the details of these objects are revealed. Planets might be an Earth-like world, a planet rich in minerals, a water world, or have a freezing Arctic surface. Then it's time to build your empire. Each planet, depending on its biome and available natural resources, supports a different kind of industry. These include farming, robot manufacture, water production, mining, and many, many more. And the key to building a successful empire is connecting these colonies with slipways. Think shipping lanes but in space, in such a way that your planets work together in harmony. So a farming world will still be able to produce a small amount of crops on its own for the colonists on a nearby planet. But production will speed up dramatically and the colonists will be much happier if you supply them with a steady flow of robots to work the farms. So if you've settled another planet in the region that produces robots like this Forge world here, connect it to your farming planet with a slipway. This will create a supply chain that keeps the colonists and the farmers happy and boost your own profits. But here's where Slipways gets interesting. The planet producing the robots needs resources as well, so you'll also need to connect their planet to one that's producing whatever that resource is, in this case ore, with a slipway. Planets that don't have a resource going in and an export going out are marked with a red flag, which tells you they're unhappy. And if the overall happiness of the galaxy gets too low because there are too many colonies in the system with red flags, it's game over. You have to think carefully about which industries you establish on each planet. If an industry needs a particular resource to function properly, but there are no planets nearby that produce it within slipway range, you'll have no way to keep them happy. What makes slipways really special is how much fun creating these little trade networks between planets is. The interface is readable, snappy, and simple to use, and establishing the slipways is as simple as dragging a line between two planets. The way these click into place, and watching resources being beamed back and forth through them, is really satisfying. I love zooming out occasionally and just watching the network buzzing away. And not an inch of the UI is wasted, presenting all the key data in a way that allows for quick decision making. It's one of the best feeling games I've played in a while, with a beautifully clean, considered presentation and a relaxing ambient soundtrack that perfectly complements the laid-back vibe. I also appreciate that there's no combat whatsoever. In the words of the developer, no need for war with so much empty universe to claim. This is really refreshing, and as someone who just likes building stuff in games like these, only makes me love it more. But if you like a little conquest on the side of your empire building, then you might feel like something's missing. There's a lot I haven't mentioned, like missions, building structures, and researching new technologies, including the ability to terraform a planet and change its biome. Slipways is a streamlined, elegant strategy game, but still makes you feel like you're building something sprawling and complex. It's grand strategy without the micromanagement and time investment, and I can't wait to play the full game when it's released later this year.